What's going on, everyone? Today is day 30. Got another jam-packed week, especially because I'm leaving for vacation on Thursday, so got to fit a full week into really 3 days. But that's never stopped me before, so I think it just paused, but not going to stop me this time as well. In fact, the challenge, the kind of change up is often fun a lot of times. Today, something that I haven't addressed before, so this is actually kind of a brand new topic, is, getting over the fear of reaching out to people who are drastically ahead of you, or really ahead of you to any extent, because, and this is something that I really do struggle with, and I think most people do, is like, I don't want to call this person who's 10 steps ahead of me and sound stupid. Well, the reality is that if you're moving forward at this pace, they're also moving forward at this pace, if not faster. And so the best time to call is actually right now, because that gap is probably just gonna get further and further and further apart, because they're building momentum and you're trying to start from scratch, which is a lot harder to do. And so the reality may be that you're never gonna be in a position where you can call and really sound intelligent to this person. I mean, yes, the more you learn, the better, but the reality is that they're going to be so far ahead of you if they're really are someone that, and this isn't true for everybody, but most people that I want to reach out to are moving way faster than I am, and there's never going to be a good time for me to call. So the reality is that you have to call right now. You have to admit what you don't know, and just be really true with your intent, and then people don't care that you don't know, or that you might not have the best questions in their eyes. But the reality is that if you're just really intentional about it, admit what you don't know, and just humbly ask for an opinion or direction or really anything, most people are more than happy to spend 5 minutes to help you with that, like at a minimum. So don't be afraid to pick up the phone. Like, the reality is you got to do it and you need to do it soon. But definitely don't go into it with the attitude that you know everything, because they're going to clearly see that you don't, and then they're probably going to be less likely to pick up your call the next time. But yeah, just humbly ask. Most people will provide direction, and as long as you have that intent, they're going to be a lot more likely to pick up the phone. You do not have to know everything to call somebody. As long as your intent, and most people, like for me, when someone reached out to me, like they could call and not know anything, and I'll happily point them to a few books. Like, I'm talking about somebody who has absolutely no idea even where to start. But if they call me back and they haven't read those books, or they haven't done what I said, I'm gonna be less likely to talk to them in the future. So follow up, like if someone actually gives you direction, follow up and actually doing what they say, and then follow up with intent. Like, that's how you actually get your foot in the door with somebody who's drastically ahead of you, but it's doing what you say you're going to do. Now, if they say to read a book and then you don't read the book, why would they give you any more advice when they've already tried to help you? So again, at first, that initial approach, admit what you don't know. It's okay to call, just get it out of the way. Be really intentional about that call. Be as prepared as possible, like research the person, have a list of questions pre-made. But then the reality is, whatever they say to do, like do it, and do it as fast as you can, and follow up. That's what's most important to me, and I think most important to most people, is that when they do take time to try to provide you value, to try to provide a path, that you do exactly what they say to do. So thanks everybody for watching. Again, this is something that I still personally struggle with, because it can be scary to pick up the phone and call someone who is 10 steps ahead of you, who's 100 millionaire. Pick up the phone and it's like, hey, yeah, I'm 3 years into this company. Yeah, we've got 300 units. Yeah, we've got a portfolio over 20 million. But I'm talking to somebody who's like a billionaire. So it can be a little scary, but you just have to do it. It's just part of growth. So thanks everybody for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments, or send me a direct message if you're interested in our position that we're hiring for. See everyone tomorrow.